What is up, my dudes? It's time. It's freaking time. I've been waiting. I've been assessing, adjusting. I've been learning, and we are going to play the lovely Doki Doki Literature Club Adventure or whatever plus whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. 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 Welcome. As I understand this freaking story takes a freaking, what the fuck is this? This story takes a little bit of a turn that I don't know what the fuck is gonna be, but I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm willing and able. Let's go, brothers. Let's go. Login. Whoa. Eh? Oh my god. Forgot. Totally forgot. Doki Doki, yeah. Doki Doki. It's a very manly man game, brother. Question mark, question mark. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious that any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Though starting around school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she is going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh baby, run away from the woman. Stay, what's the word? Stay lonely. And play video games and watch anime, baby. Let's go. However, I just sighed and idled in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. He's like a shrimp. I didn't say the word, just FYI. I said another word, so nothing can happen to me because I said shrimp, like the food, like the animal, you know? I'm just saying. Sayori said. You ever slept again? Sayori said. But I caught you this time, Sayori said. Rose, maybe. But only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Huh? Sayori. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Of course I was. Of course I was. That's mean, Rose. Well, Rose, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something. Sayori. Fine. But you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Rose, whatever you say, Sayori. Whatever you say. Sayori. I'm not king. Something like that. That's how I imagine to sound. If it is H-E-H-E, that's a whole different thing. But if it's E-H-E-H, I feel like it's a grown-ass old man laughing. Why? I don't know. Has always been like that. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Sayori. By the way, Rose, have you decided on a club to join you? Rose. A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Sayori. That's not true. You told me you will join a club this year. Rose. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. As I said, solo, video games, anime, and food, let's fucking go. And alcohol, let's go, baby. And some weed, let's go. Yeah! Sayori. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. The what? The network entertainment exotic television in a few years because you're not used to the real world. No, I wanna play video games. Shut up. You trust me, right? Sayori said while scratching her head and doing a table dance. Don't make me keep boring about you. I'm not making anything. Understand? I'm not making anything. It's your own. But it's your own bad telling you to be worried about me. You know, it's not my fault. Sorry. Christian channel from now on, remember. And now that I remember, never mind. Alright, Rose said. I look at the few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Sayori. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Rose. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Sayori. Feel good. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? She didn't even brought me coffee. What the hell? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Shrimp! You see? Shrimp! It's a shrimp. One of those orange things. Shrimp. Although there are like gray ones, right? I don't know if there is any other color, but whatever. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind. At least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Lies! School doesn't end up fast. Like, this is just a terrible example of how school is, dude. School lasts for like 8 hours. 8 hours. And they don't feel like they are 8 hours. They feel like they are 20. And that they leave you with 3 hours of eating your food, going to an extracurricular activities, playing your home, and 1 hour of sleep. And then rinse and repeat, baby. Let's go. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall. looking for an ounce of motivation. Don't let your dreams be dreams and make them a reality! Yeah. Clubs. Like my golf clubs? Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Mashi Mashi, Sayori said. That was Sayori, not me. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Sayori, I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Rose, you don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Sayori, well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought, you know... Rose, know what? Sayori, well, that you could come to my club. Rose. Sayori. Sayori. Yeah? Rose, there is no way I'm going to your club. Sayori. Minnie! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I don't like when people are like, oh my god, I don't like to read. It's just like, it's one of the most moronic things ever. I'm 100% sure that there are many people that cannot read or don't know how to read and would love to freaking read, and then you have these morons that are like, I can read, but I'm not gonna do it because it's just like, it's an amazing activity. It's an amazing activity. Rose, yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Sayori, come on! Please? Rose, why do you care so much anyway? Sayori, well, kind of told the club yesterday I will bring a new member. And Natsuki make cupcakes and everything. Rose, don't make promises you can't keep, Sayori. God! Oh my god! Basically, I can tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she is so cunning as to have planned all of this out. She's a woman, so there's a 70-30% that she is cunning and a 30% that she's an airhead. Maybe 60-40. To not be that evil, but yeah, you know. I let out a sigh. Rose, fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay? And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Well, there are musicians that sell their soul to shake their butt on the freaking stage while allegedly singing. So, I think selling your soul for a cupcake, it's kind of positive though. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? or people that do what's the name of this genre of music? I forgot. Whatever Peso Pluma does, dude. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Mina! Sayori, Mina-chan! The new member is here. No, I'm not the new member. I'm just a guest. For timing. Rose, I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Girl 1, that's a great name. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Why am I reading it like that? Girl number 2. Ontoda, you brought a boy? Sexist! Sexist. What? Misandrist. Wait, what? Way to kill the atmosphere. I'm not gonna say anything. But that said a lot of things. Girl 3. Ah, Rose. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Rose. Total words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Well, that's a great way to see it. Girl 2. What are you looking at? Your absence of boobs, probably? I don't know, man. I have eyes. I can see whatever the fuck I want. If you want to say something, say it. Yes, that's what we call freedom of speech, you know? I mean, it's Japan, but like the vast majority of the world has freedom of speech, if you know what I mean. America, you know what I mean? Sorry. Girl 1, Natsuki-chan. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. We usually don't recognize bitches, though. You know what I mean? Her small figures make her look like a first-year student. Oh! You should have said that. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. Sayori, you can just ignore her when she gets moody, and besides, she's an Oompa Loompa, so who gives a fuck? Sayori said that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. And I say that and I'm small though. I'm not tall at all. Sayori, anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of bitchiness. And this is Yuri, the cutie, the smartest in the club. Yuri, don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Rose, well, it's nice to meet you both. Well, it's not nice to meet you. No, it's only nice to meet Yuri, you know what I mean? Sayori, and it sounds like you already know Monika. Monika, is that right? Monika,
that's right. And say hello to General Motors.
If you know the quote, you're cool. If you don't know the quote, you should watch better TV shows. It's great to see you again, Rose. I've never seen you in my life. What are you talking about? Monika strikes a pose. Smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. That's what we called knowing each other? Wow. The bar is low nowadays. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, odd, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Rose. You too, Monika. Sayori. Come sit down, Rose. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Natsuki.
Hey,
I made them. I'll get them. Sayori. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Yuri. Then how about I make some tea as well? Black, please. No sugar. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Sayori mentioned it's been widened so that there is one space between Monika and one space next to Sayori.
Monika!
Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. What a way to waste a good potential, you know what I mean? Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Natsuki. Okay. Are you ready to rumble? No, I'm ready to read. Ta-da! It's gone! If you know the quote, you're cool. If you don't know the quote, you should watch better movies. Sayori. Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats, little pussies. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Sayori. Kawaii! Monika, I had no idea you were so good at baking. Natsuki. Well, not everybody's good at baking, right? I love baking. My diploma said so. Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. No, they are bought on Costco. I mean, I suppose that Japan has Costco. Probably they have something better, whatever. Rose, oishi desu. Arigato, Natsuki. Natsuki, why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Natsuki, made them for you or anything. Rose, I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Natsuki, well, maybe. But not for you. No, you. Baka. Bakera. Rose, wagata. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Rose, you keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry. Yuri, don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. Troll, doesn't a cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't drink tea when I read books. I drink coffee or wine. From time to time beer, but that is weird when I do so. But I drink more beer than tea while reading a book. I like to drink tea when I'm watching anime. Or when I just want to see the view. Yeah. I have my moments with each drink. Like right now we're reading and this is coffee. The only way that I can drink coffee right now, but whatever. Because yeah, I tried early on. I was in the morning. In the morning I was like, I'm sure that I can finally drink hot coffee. And then I drink coffee and no, it burned. It got inside my whatever, the holes that my nerves got fried and it was painful as fuck. So only iced. Yuri, after all, doesn't know how to cup. Yeah. Rose, I guess. Monika. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. I don't know how to make that. I don't know how to make that face. Yeah, I'm ugly, okay? I'm fucking ugly, whatever. Yuri,
Huh?
that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Yuri, I mean that... You know... Rose, I believe you. Rose, well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Yuri, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Monika, so what made you consider the literature club? Nothing. I just came here for a freaking muffin. Rose, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Rose, well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Monika, that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Rose, Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? How could you probably be a board member for any of the You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Monika strikes a pose. Well, you know, to be honest, I can still stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Sayori, Monika is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Rose, then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Monika, you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. That is one of the dumbest lines I've ever seen. Literature is one of the things that grabs so much attention, dude. It gets you into a different realm of existence, dude. It's one of the most amazing, beautiful activities. And believe me, it took me a while to start, not to start reading, but to start reading because I wanted to. Because I wanted to, like back in the day, like back in the day, like back when I was in high school, my first year of high school. That was the last time of my life in which I didn't read something because I was forced to because of school. That was the first time that I read a book. It was Lestat the Vampire by Anne Rice, which is the second of the, I'm gonna call it trilogy, but they are more books than 3. But you know what I mean if you know who is Anne Rice. And I read the book. A friend of mine lent it to me, and I was like, dude, this is something different. This is the best thing I ever seen in my life, and today is one of my favorite books ever. But yeah, literature is one of the best things ever. You read, you get better at reading. You read and you get better at reading. You imagine things. You get into a new world. You learn words. You even learn how to write. Like, it's many things at the same time. That's why video games, in my opinion, are even a step further. Take it a step further. I love it. I love it. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like festivals that much more important. But I'm gonna put it here. I don't wanna. Sayori.
I feel good.
Yuri, we'll do our best. Natsuki, shut up. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are interested in the same goal, and that's another thing. Like, without a doubt, there are many things out there like football. That the shy guy can like football and the freaking jog, whatever ball thing the Americans say, like football, the real one, not the American one. But literature, it can be liked by literally every single type of person. Every single type of person can like literature. It encompasses, it probably is one of the things that encompasses the most people globally. Like, yeah, easy. Like, yeah, easy. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they are all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Yuri, so Rose, what kind of things do you like to read? Books. Books. Well, what do I like to read? I like to read everything that's not romance. And by romance, I mean bad, lame things like Twilight. I read like Romeo and Juliet, which is, in my opinion, like it's a good book from that time. Obviously, it's a classic, but it's the most moronic thing ever, because that's not love, that's infatuation. And I hate people be like, oh my god, let me be a Romeo. No, you don't want to be a Romeo, you don't want to be a Juliet, you don't want that. That's just infatuation. That's not love. It's dumb. If there is a work by Shakespeare that I hate, because I don't really hate it would be Romeo and Juliet. The best is Hamlet or Othello. The best are Hamlet or Othello. Easy. The best. I would like to read King Lear, but I don't have it. I don't think I have it. My family is not very much they are not very Shakespearean. I'm the only one who is very Shakespearean. Well, yeah. Well, I like hentai. I mean anime. Considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Like, back in the day when I was prior to my university, prior to starting to my university, which I had all the time in the world because I never did homework. I hated homework. I hated school and all that. I have I cannot surpass it. I've tried to surpass it, but I haven't been able to surpass my record of books read in 1 week. It's 11 books. 11 books, and not small, big ones. I read fast. But yeah, 11 books in 1 week. The closest that I've been again to that, it's 9. But I don't think I'll ever reach that level again. And I don't want to, because I would like to enjoy the books. I like to enjoy the books. So 1 book each week, more or less. That way I'm sure that I'm freaking enjoying the book. Like if I take less than a week, unless it's an extremely small book, like let's say The Innsmouth, I forgot the title of the short book, The Innsmouth of Lovecraft. Like, obviously it's not gonna take me a week reading that book. It's a short story, but it still take me time to fully get immersed into the story. And besides, Lovecraft is a very immersive writer. Racist, but a very immersive writer. Manga. I mean, it's not like manga, it's not something to read, dude. You have some of the most amazing mangas out there. You have Berserk. Jesus Christ. Berserk is a piece of art. You have, I would dare to say, which I haven't read it. I want to see the show. I suppose One Piece. What other is like there are a million. There are many great mangas. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Yuri, not much of a reader, I guess. Well, Rose, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Yuri, well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy world. Great, Yuri. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walk in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Rose, I read horror book. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. But this is, wow. This rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rug. Yeah, basically. Monika, really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? Yuri, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Completely true. That's why horror, Edgar Allan Poe, the drawings of H.R. Geiger, Lovecraft, Clive Barker, Stephen King are, in my opinion, well, it's not in my opinion. They are my favorite books because, indeed, they change. They don't just change you to a different world. They change you, and they immerse you into the feelings. Just sublime. It's like in a different way in which you see the world, the fantasy within Call of Cthulhu, like the horrible existence of that of Cthulhu. It's horrible, but at the same time, it's something that immerses you even deeper. It's so cool. I love it. Natsuki, I don't care about you. Yuri, oh, why is that? Natsuki, well, I'm just a baby.
I'm just a baby.
Natsuki eyes darts over me for a split second. Never mind. Monika, that's right. You usually like to write about good things, don't you, Natsuki? Natsuki.
Nani?
What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper. No, Monika, you left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Natsuki, don't say it out loud. And give that back. Monika, fine. Sayori. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as good as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. Natsuki, kawaii janayo desu. Rose, Natsuki, you write your own poems. Natsuki, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Rose, I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki, no. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Rose, not very confident writer yet. Yuri, I understand how Natsuki feels. Hearing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Monika, do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yuri, Rose, I guess it's the same for Yuri. Sayori, oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Monika, okay, I have an idea, Mina. Natsuki and Yuri, ... question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Monika, let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Natsuki, Yuri, Sayori, yeah, let's do this. Monika, plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Rose? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Rose, chotomate kudasai! There's still one problem. Monika, what's that? Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I will join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Monika, but... Yuri, I'm sorry, I thought... Natsuki. Sayori. Rose. Mina-san. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if riding a pony is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Sayori, yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arm around me, jumping up and down. Rose, hey! Jesus! What the fuck? Yuri, you really did scare me for a moment. Natsuki, if you really just came for the cupcakes, I will be super pissed. Monika, then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club Plus. Rose, thanks, I guess. Monika, okay, Mina-san. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Rose, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Rose, yeah. Can I really impress a class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Sayori, hey, Rose, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Rose, sure, might as well. Sayori, yay! With that, the two of us depart the club run and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Xeni! Alright, I'll just need to make most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess let's start with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem! Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, I'm gonna cheat though. I'm gonna cheat that way. I'm gonna cheat. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. I'm not a perfect person.
I'll find nothing.
Yeah, perfect Yuri, baby. Yeah, I got it, baby. I was born to be a Yuri. Hi again, Monika. Hi again, Rose. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Rose, nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Yuri, thanks for keeping your promise, Rose. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Natsuki, oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monika, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who is that short. I mean, who keeps her manga collection in the club room, whatever. Natsuki, Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Natsuki, manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Sayori, don't worry, guys. Rose always gives its best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. Yuri, how dependable. Rose, Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Sayori, is that so? Yuri, you two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Sayori, how come? You and Rose can become good friends too. Yuri, Rose, Sayori. Sayori, Rose, ... As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Sayori, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Yuri, Mate Sayori. Rose, me? Yuri, not really. Sayori, don't be shy. Yuri, it's really nothing. Rose, What is it? Yuri, never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sayori, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. You never are. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Rose, hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what. Yuri, is that so? Rose, yeah, don't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Yuri, alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you want it. How is this girl accidentally being so freaking cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Rose, Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Yuri, well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Where is my porn? Wait, what? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, we'll feel bad for distracting her for her own reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Yuri, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes met for a split second. Yuri, ... But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Rose, sorry. I was just spacing out. Muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Yuri, oh, it's fine. I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. Yuri, but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so. Rose, that's the book you gave me, right? Yuri, I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Rose, just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Yuri, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Rose, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Yuri, I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Rose, is that so? What is it about, anyway? Yuri, well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an anonymous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves with her long-lost young sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Rose, that's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Yuri, are you not a fan of that sort of things, Rose? Rose, no, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. Yuri, I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Yuri, it's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective, when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they are made out to be the naive one for letting the one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Rose, hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Yuri, well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. Rose, I really don't think you need to worry. Yeah, baby. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. Yuri. That's true. Rose, in fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yuri, you don't have to. Rose, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Yuri, ... Rose, let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yuri, yeah. Rose, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. Yuri, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. Rose, I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Yuri, alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It is as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looked like she's reading from my book instead. Yuri, sorry. I was just... Rose, Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Yuri, I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Rose, here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Yuri, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right to hold the open book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Yuri, here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and the forefinger. Rose, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Yuri, are you ready? Rose. Huh? Yuri, to turn the page. Rose, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face, and our eyes met. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Yuri, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Rose, yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side. She catches it under her own thumb. Rose, hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Yuri, you think so? How does she? Rose, well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see it into your head or anything, but they are kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Yuri, I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. Yuri, but Rose, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Rose, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Yuri. Rose, I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Yuri, what are you saying all of a sudden? Monika, okay everyone. Yuri, Monika, I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri, Yuri exhales, heard from finishing her thoughts. Monika, is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Yuri, it's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on the top of my thumb. Rose, alright. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? Yuri, I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Rose, in that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? Yuri, that's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Rose, alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Monika, by the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Rose, yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find my inspiration since I've never really done this before. Monika. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? Sayori. I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctant to comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem first? Let's go for Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair I share mine with her first. I don't know if that matters, but let's do it. Natsuki, ... Rose, ... question mark. Natsuki, Rose. If you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. Rose, what? Harsh. Natsuki, what? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? Rose, I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. Well, I'll start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Natsuki, fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Rose, fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Natsuki, yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Rose, I like it. Natsuki, what? What? Just be honest. Rose, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Natsuki, well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Rose, but isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Natsuki, yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Rose, yeah, I understand. Natsuki, but the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like it sets up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Rose, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Natsuki, that's what it meant to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Rose, yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Sayori! Sayori, ... This is a good poem, Rose. Are you sure it's your first time? Rose, of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who will be writing poems in his spare time? Sayori, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in a club room? Rose, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Sayori, see? It's like I said before, Rose. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only real good people do. Rose, thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Sayori, yeah. And I'm gonna make Sayori, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Rose, alright, I'm going to hold you to that, then. Sayori, yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Rose, we'll see about that. Jesus Christ. What a terrible writing. Calligraphy, whatever. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret where I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast. That's not even Martin Scorsese, baby. He couldn't write that kind of thing. No. Rose, Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Sayori, no. Just a little bit. Rose, you can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I mean, technically she can though. Maybe she started at night and then she finished in the morning. Sayori, I forgot to do it last night. Rose, well, at least that makes me feel like a little bit better about myself. Sayori, don't be mean. I still tried my best. Rose, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Sayori, really? Rose, yeah. Especially that last line. Sayori, I made eggs and toast! Rose, even though you were late to school? Sayori, it's bad to skip breakfast. I don't eat breakfast, I just drink coffee. Whatever. I get a little cranky if I don't drink my coffee. Rose, well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Sayori, this was so much fun. Monika's the best. Rose, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Rose, well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I shoot my pro at the vet? Monika! Monika, hi Rose. Having a good time so far? Rose, yeah. Monika, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring the things up, okay? Rose, alright, keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until it more settled in. Monika, anyway, want to share your poem with me? Rose, it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Monika, don't worry, Rose. We're all a little embarrassed today. you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Rose, yeah, that's true. I handed my poem, Monika my poem. Monika, Great job, Rose. I was going in my head while reading this. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Rose, it's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort. Monika, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively, but allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances, it can take years of practice, which I am assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Rose, I'm sure I'm nowhere. Monika, don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Rose, I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It will take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Monika, that's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always help you find out what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Rose. Monika. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? No. Don't worry, I'm not very good. Rose, you sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Monika, well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Rose, I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackles protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No. I can't see. I reel. Blind. Like a film let out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image, is just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Monika, so what do you think? Rose, it's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Monika, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Rose, what was the inspiration behind this one? Monika, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Rose, an epiphany? Monika, yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get just a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice of the day. Thanks for listening. Being 100% honest, I'm being a writer, that is a fantastic tip. When I write or create when I'm creating a series of books or a book, whatever, I tend to create the backbone. I call it like that, the backbone of point A to point B to point C to point D, like that. Like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, every synopsis of every single chapter. Sometimes, let's say I'm writing chapter 3, I already wrote chapter 1 and 2, and I'm writing chapter 3. But for some reason, there is a moment in which I stop myself. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep on trying. And if I cannot do it, I go to another chapter. I go to another chapter and I write that chapter. It's quite good. It's quite good. And then I go back to the third chapter. I write it. Blah blah blah. We reach the chapter that I already have wrote. And if it's good, it stays. I mean, if I can edit it, that is great. That is also great. I love editing my own writing. It's really cool. It's a really great tip. Don't focus on one small detail. Focus on the whole view. That's basically it. It's a really great take. Really great tip. I don't write poems. Well, I used to write poems, but I'm not good with that. I'm not good with poems. I am too symbolic and very heavy-handed, if you can call it that way. I'm very heavy with my metaphors and symbolisms and all of that, and people sometimes get tired, let's be honest. But let's go. Let's give it to Yuri. Hello, cuteness. As Yuri reads the poems, I notice her eyes lighten. Yuri, exceptional. Rose, what was that? Yuri, Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, and ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Rose, you really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Yuri, huh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Rose, really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri, huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. He traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yuri, yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical to new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her trail of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even in a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Only. What's her name? I forgot. I only care about Yuri. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Rose, biased? Ah. Yuri, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. She's not a people, she's a bitch. Sorry. Rose, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Rose, do you mind if I read your poem now? Yuri, please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Ghost under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Fading. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Yeah, I like it. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Rose. What, nanny? I wasn't thinking that at all. Yuri, but it took you a long time to read. Rose. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yuri, huh? That's a relief. Rose, I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Yuri, it wasn't too short. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Rose, not at all. Yuri, I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Rose, are you into ghosts, Yuri? Yuri. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Oh my god, my character is a moron. Rose, really? I must have totally missed the point. Yes, totally, brother. Yuri, well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her past remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Rose, that's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Yuri, huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Rose, nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Yuri, you think so? Rose, yeah, of course. Rose, Yuri. Yuri, you know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Rose. Rose. Me too. Rose. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they were just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Natsuki, what's with this language? Yuri, huh? Did you say something? Natsuki, oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Natsuki, I guess you could say it's fancy. Yuri, thanks. Yours is cute. Natsuki, cute? Kawaii? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? Yuri, I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Natsuki, huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Yuri, well, I do have a couple suggestions. Natsuki. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Rose did, too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, Yuri, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Natsuki, Yuri and Rose like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Natsuki, huh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Yuri, huh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up a well. Maybe you're just jealous that Rose appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh, Natsuki, huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Natsuki. Sayori, is everyone okay? Natsuki, well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Rose started showing up. I didn't say anything about boobs, just FYI, you know? Yuri, Natsuki. Monika, Natsuki, that's a little... Natsuki and Yuri, this doesn't involve you. Sayori, I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Yuri, Rose! She's just trying to make me look bad. I know, she's a bitch. Natsuki, that's not true. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. I'll be explaining that to her, Rose. Yuri, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoid them is not the only unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Rose? Rose. Natsuki and Yuri. Well? Rose. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? I don't know. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be Yuri, obviously. Rose, Natsuki. You're right that I like your poem. Natsuki. See? Rose, wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. Natsuki, that's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. Rose, I understand. Yuri, huh? Yuri, Rose, you're a seriously talented writer. It's not a secret that I was impressed. Yuri, well, that's... Rose, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. It becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. Yuri, I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Rose, but Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Natsuki. Huh? Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Monika, Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that Yuri didn't mean. Yuri, apologize. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki. Natsuki clenched her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped. At this point, being defined only because she can handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sayori, sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Rose, Sayori, she doesn't need to. Natsuki, you know what? I'm going to do that. It will spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Sayori, Natsuki. Monika, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Yuri, Rose, everything alright? Yuri, I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I act like that. You probably hate me now. Rose, no, Yuri. Letting anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that. You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Yuri, well, alright, believe you. Thanks, Rose. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. Rose, it's nothing. Yuri, one more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you will never do anything so shameful. So, Rose, huh? What thing did Natsuki say? Yuri, well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Rose, good idea. Make an offer for more than one person, okay? Yuri, yeah. Monika, okay everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? Sayori, it was a lot of fun. Yuri, well, I said it was worth it. Natsuki, it was alright. Well, mostly. Monika, Rose, how about you? Rose, yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Monika, awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your problems will turn out even better. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. note to myself with newfound determination. Sayori,
Rose! Ready to walk home?
no, I wanna go to a hentai business. Rose, sure, let's go. Sayori. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Rose, Sayori. About what happened earlier. Sayori, huh? What do you mean? Rose, you know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? Sayori, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Rose, no, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Sayori, phew. You know, Rose, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Rose, that's... Sayori, every day is going to be so much fun. Rose, looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Rose, well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Sayori, okay. Yeah, let's do this. Doki Doki! Yeah, perfect again. We are doing this. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting again. Already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past few couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Rose. Sayori. Hi, Rose. Rose. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Sayori. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Rose. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, anyway. Sayori, speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Would you come with me to buy a snack? Rose, no thanks. Sayori, huh? That's not like you at all. Rose, I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Sayori, huh? Why that all of a sudden? Rose, no reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori, Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Sayori, Rose, I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. Sayori, that's not fair. How did you even know? Rose, it's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to completely forget that you spent all your money so that I could lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves me the one option. Sayori. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. Rose, if you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri. Yuri suddenly giggles. Rose. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her books, as always. Yuri. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Sayori. Yuri! Tell Rose to let me borrow some money. Yuri. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. So she was listening. Rose, Yuri. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Into my book. Ooh, Yuri. Ooh. Ooh. Fuck. Just joking. God damn. Sayori. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Yuri, there's no way you could think that. Sayori, you were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Yuri, retribution. Sayori, that! Yuri, still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Sayori. Rose, don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she's the mastermind. She's the goddess of mischief. She told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. Sayori, but you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Rose, come on. Give me more credit than this, Sayori. Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and fumbles on the desk. Fish! Sayori. Oh! What's that? What was? A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Sayori, is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? She's an idiot. My restitution? Rose, retribution. Yuri, actually, that one almost worked. Natsuki, was just gonna give it to you. Then I heard your blab about the cupcakes. I was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Sayori, Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so oishi desu. Sayori hugs the cookie. Rose, jeez, just eat it. Don't make love to it, just eat it. Moment. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Sayori, so good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands around her mouth. I'll leave my tongue. Natsuki, you're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Sayori, oh, yours look really good too, Natsuki. I want it! Can I try? Jesus Christ, say Natsuki, jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. Sayori, but yours is chocolate. Natsuki, yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one? Sayori, fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Natsuki, oh, yes! Get it, I get it! Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori up her. Sayori, Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Jesus Christ with this woman. Natsuki, hey! Did you seriously just do that? Women, they have no feelings. You know what I mean? Sorry. Mouthful, Sayori throws away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Natsuki, jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Yuri, good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Sayori, not me. Rose, yeah, I haven't either. Yuri, that's a bit unusual. Sayori, I hope she's okay. Natsuki, of course she's okay. He's probably just had something to do today. He's very popular, after all. Sayori, you don't think she has a... Yuri, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Sayori, that's true. Natsuki, excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Monika, sorry, I'm super sorry. Rose, there you are. Monika, I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Sayori, huh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You are so strong-willed. Monika, boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Rose, never mind that. I'll hell you up anyway. Monika, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Natsuki, that makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. Monika, I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Yuri, piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well, Monika. Monika, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. Sayori, kakkoi desu! You should play something for us, Monika. Monika, that's... Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Sayori, yay! Rose, that sounds cool. That wasn't me. Rose, I also look forward to it. Monika, is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Rose. Monika smiles sweetly. Rose, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. Rose, I see. In that case, best of luck. Monika, thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Just the end of the world? A fight or two, you know what I mean? Rose, no, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade, whatever. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappearing into the closet. Rose, hey, Yuri. Yuri, huh? Rose, huh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Yuri, no. I was kind of just waiting for you. Rose, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yuri, yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I take some tea first? Rose, not at all. Yuri, thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better is a nice cup of tea, not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Yuri, can you hold this for a second? Rose, sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. Yuri, I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll get some water. He walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Yuri, okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. Rose, I might as well walk with you. Yuri, yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Rose, yeah. Monika, what are you two up to? Pregnancy tense. What? Don't you see the hands of Yuri? God damn it, woman. Rose, Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Monika, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Rose, that's none of your freaking business! Yuri, Monika, please mind your own business for once. Do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Rose in club activities? Monika, huh? Rose, My mouth gapes. Monika, I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Yuri. Then let's go, Rose. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. Yuri, I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Rose, Yuri. Something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Rose, no, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Yuri, Rose, come, even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me. Rose, because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Yuri, no. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Rose, why would I hate you? I can hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Yuri, friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Yuri, Rose, I really like being friends with you. Rose, thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, Yuri, yeah. Shall we go? Rose, yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Yuri, Rose, do you like oolong tea? I've never tried it, to be honest. I've never tried it. Yeah. Anything is fine. Yuri, very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. Rose, you really do this properly, don't you? Yuri, of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Rose, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? Yuri, in that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Rose, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Rose, you must be in a good mood now. Yuri, is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I will try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around, anyway. Rose, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. Yuri, you're always worrying about me, Rose. It's very endearing. Rose, that's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I really don't know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Yuri, Rose, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Rose, why is that? Yuri, it's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Rose, sorry, I didn't realize. Yuri, no worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Rose, is that so? I wonder why that is. Yuri, it's most likely because my Rose, your posture, right? Always hunch over like that while reading? Yuri, yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Rose, fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Rose, I have some chocolate as well. It's a small bag of chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy writer. I take it, since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Yuri, I can see too well. Rose, Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Yuri, your teacup. Yuri hands me a teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Rose, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. Rose, you can have as much as you want. Yuri, that's okay. I won't take any. Rose, are you sure? Yuri, well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Rose, you're right. Didn't even think about that. My bad. Yuri, no need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Rose, are you sure? Yuri, of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Rose, well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can stop her. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri, Your expression suddenly breaks. Yuri, did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Yuri, Rose, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri, that's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I don't know. I don't have friends. Rose, I mean, not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. Rose, I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book. I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri eyes meet mine. Yuri. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't even avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Yuri, like before, Yuri parts. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Fucking bitch! Read the fucking room, woman! Jesus Christ. No more pregnancy. Monika. Okay, everyone. Rose. Ooh. Baby. Yeah. Yuri. Yuri jolts back. It's time, Monika. It's time to share poems. Rose, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Rose. Yeah, of course. Monika. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. Yuri. I'll take care of the cups. Rose. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. Pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem first? The irrelevant Natsuki. Oh, bleh. Sayori. I love reading your poems. It's like I never know what I'm going to get. So basically you're saying it sucks. Sayori. Not at all. Maybe. Just a little? Yuri must have spoiled me a little bit with her poems. Rose, it's fine. It's fine. After all, I still have no idea what kind of writing you even like. Sayori, yeah, me neither. Rose, why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Sayori, oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Rose, yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Sayori, huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Rose, well, whatever. Sayori, anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Rose. Happy and sad? I can see you liking something sad, Sayori. Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Jesus Christ. Rose. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Sayori, huh? Is it? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Rose. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop up my scope like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside me with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there is no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a star. Hey, what the hell is happening here? My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle's a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what is happening. Rose, holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Sayori, of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Rose, yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Sayori, Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Rose, I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Sayori, creepy? Rose, well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Sayori, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing, it's like magic. Rose, you've gotten pretty passionate about it, huh? About this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Sayori, yeah! Writing is the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Chill the fuck out, Sayori. Rose, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a bad habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Yeah, me too. I wonder if this is one of those signs. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. The irrelevant Natsuki. Natsuki. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. Rose, that's good. Natsuki, but I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Rose, what do you mean by that? Natsuki, poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you are on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me, Rose, huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Rose, what are you talking about? Keep your voice down. Natsuki, you know Yuri will love this angsty. Rose, just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean... Natsuki, ooh. Looks like I'm in trouble. I sometimes struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. Natsuki, I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Natsuki, take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Rose, ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step in my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Yeah, baby! Who should I give my poem to now? Monika! Hi again, Rose. How's the writing going? Rose. Alright, I guess. Monika, I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Rose. I wouldn't count on that. Monika, you'll never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Rose. Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Monika. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, what have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Rose. I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Monika. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up the pen. Rose. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Monika. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I tried. Who knows what's going on that head of hers? Rose, I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. Monika, no, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Rose, huh? You completely misunderstood. No, she didn't. Monika, calm down, I'm just kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Rose, wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one, anyway. Monika kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Rose. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Monika. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Rose. No, I've never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Monika, I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they are trying to speak over the noise. Rose, I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Monika. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Saved! Saved! What game are you talking about? We're not playing any game, Monika. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? I don't know, man. You're freaking loca. What am I even talking about? Drugs. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem next? Oh my god, I wonder who? Yuri! Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Rose, do you like it? Yuri, Rose, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of technique we're practicing. Rose, maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri blazingly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Yuri, I'm not used to this. Rose, used to what? Yuri, I don't know. Rose, it's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yuri, yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Rose, are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. Yuri, I really only write for myself. And besides, people will just laugh at me. Rose, do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Oh, even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Rose, anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yuri, yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. It was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. Bread, hungry curiosity. The raccoon, I urge. The moon increments its face and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions on the newly satisfied animal. the raccoon has taken to follow me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself. Oh, I know what she means. Yuri, I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Rose, I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. Yuri, that's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. Rose, yeah, I take it as face value, then can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Yuri, well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Rose, why do you keep them to yourself? Yuri, because they are embarrassing. And people will make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Rose? Rose, well, yeah, I guess I do. Yuri, I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own temperedness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you are a good listener. You are good at a lot of things. Writing, listening, giving you chocolate. There really aren't many people like you, Rose. Rose, that's exaggerating a little bit. Yuri, it's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. Now, I must feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you are to thank for that. Rose, it's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Monika, as always, getting in the way. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit in front of the room. Natsuki, is this about the festival? Monika, well, sort of. Natsuki, we really have to do something for the festival? Natsuki, it's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. Yuri, that's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Monika, don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Natsuki, okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Monika, sorry, I thought you've heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Natsuki, performing? Yuri, Monika, yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, that's a terrible idea by the way. Sayori, who's been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see. Natsuki, are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Monika, well, he did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Yeah. Natsuki, well, no. Not a bad idea. It's a terrible idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. Yuri, I agree with Natsuki. I will never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Sayori, guys. Monika, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. Natsuki. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, and it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Sayori, yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. Monika, that's right. And it's those reasons that we are all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? Inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I'll know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. Rose, I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Natsuki, well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Natsuki, ooh, okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Sayori, alright! Monika, phew! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejected glances around at everybody else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Sayori, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. Yuri, this club is seriously going to be the death of me. Monika, oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Yuri, Monika, this is too sudden. Monika, well, if you can recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Yuri, oh no. Monika, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Sayori, can I go next to the... Monika, of course. Now, let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finished the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. Sayori, that was so good, Monika. Monika, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? Yuri, I'll go next. Oh, Sayori, what? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over the podium. This poem is called Yuri anxious glances at each of us. Sayori, you can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do it. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealing inside her head. Suddenly, she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. Yuri, it's up to me to say the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward. And we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Monika, Yuri, that was really good. Thanks for sharing. Yuri, ... Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Sayori, okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Medal. Sorry, I giggled. Bros, Sayori. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Monika, trying to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in front of or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. Sayori, I see. Okay. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like our soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheering like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. You did it! Rose, good job, Sayori. Sayori, even Rose liked it. I guess that's a good sign. Rose, what does that even mean? Monika, it came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nice. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Sayori, I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of you where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Sayori, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of people. Hey, Monika. Then, next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Sayori, okay. Monika. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Rose. Not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Rose lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Sayori, Natsuki. Rose, it's fine. I might as well get over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up, step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Monika, don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Rose, yeah, maybe. Monika, Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Natsuki, yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. Natsuki, the poem is called... It's called... Why are you looking at me? Why are you all looking at me? Because you're... Monika, because you're presenting. Natsuki. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. You go up, you go down. You go up, you go down. And then, you go up again and then down. Let's go! Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sourced attitude disappears a little. When she's still a little confused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when it's spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. Monika, that wasn't so bad, was it? Natsuki, easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Monika, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? Natsuki, I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for others. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Sayori, that's a surprise, Natsuki. Sayori, I think it will be the other way around for me. Natsuki, well, that's just how it is, so... Monika. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I've been making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Gross, jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. Monika, that's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Gross. Yeah, no problem. Monika. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nice so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. The Monday is the big day. I can't wait! Yuri, I can do this, I can do this. Rose, alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Rose. Ready to go, Sayori? Sayori, yep. Natsuki, look at you two, always going home together like that. Monika, it's kind of adorable, isn't it? Sayori, Rose, jeez, you guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Yuri, it must be a little nice though. Rose, oh. How am I supposed to respond to that? Sayori, it's okay, Rose, you don't have to say it. Rose, whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori's being quite a little quieter than usual on the way home. Rose, hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Rose, no wonder. Sayori, I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? Rose, huh? Sayori, what would you do? Rose, what question is that? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me in the spot in here. Sayori. I will walk with Yuri. Rose, walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Rose, I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I will feel awful turning her down, so... Sayori, isn't she beautiful, so beautiful and smart? Rose, that has nothing to do with what I just said. Sayori, you admitted it. Rose, jeez. There's not even a point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Sayori, well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Rose, need you? Sayori, I can figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sayori, sorry. Rose, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Sayori, if you say so. Conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I will hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Kawaii. Perfect, baby. Monika. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Rose, don't worry. I just walked in too. Yuri, were you practicing piano again? Monika. Yeah. Yuri, you must have a lot of determination. Yuri, starting this club and out picking up piano? Monika. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion? Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Natsuki, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Monika, huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Natsuki, well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Rose, you sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Natsuki, Monika, do they usually have fried squid? Monika, squid? very specific thing to look forward to. Natsuki, oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Monika, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Natsuki, because it's right in your name. Monika. Monika, huh? That's not how you say my name, at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Monika, never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now. Natsuki, fine. Your reactions aren't funny as Yuri and Sayori's anyway. Yuri, excuse me? Rose, where is Sayori anyway? There you are. Sayori sitting at the desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Walk over to her. Rose, hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Sayori, Rose, you're spacing out again. Sayori, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Rose, huh? Is everything alright? Sayori, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Rose, it just feels like you're a little... Sorry for assuming things. Yuri, geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Rose, well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. The conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must spend a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Monika. Rose, what's up? Rose. Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Monika. Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Monika, oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber razor up and down her desk. Monika, maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. Rose, you certainly know her a lot better than I do. Rose, yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. Monika, no, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about her well-being the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Rose, huh? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about it? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Monika, are you sure about it? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Rose, person of interest? What do you mean by that? Monika, I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Rose. Rose, me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Monika, well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Rose, huh? Monika, she's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside of her. Rose, what? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Monika, you're so funny, Rose. Have you thought that maybe you're always seeing her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said that forget about it. I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can hear her from her here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There is nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, but I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. Yuri, I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Rose, relax. You didn't even do anything. Yuri, but I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Rose, alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Yuri, well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. Rose, in any case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Yuri, don't apologize. Our troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I will be glad to listen. Rose, it's really not that big of a deal. I'm just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Yuri, Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Yuri, oh. That's quite romantic. Rose, huh? Yuri, sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. Rose, it's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Yuri, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Rose, the world is full of meaning, then hidden deep beneath the plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Rose, do you think that there might be something behind it all? Yuri, I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on the inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I notice her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. Or in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Rose, well, yes, that was the case. Yuri, Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Rose, I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Yuri, sometimes a person's mysteries aren't told even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you aren't aware were in you. That is, I I think that she will be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Rose, Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Yuri, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we are here, why don't we do some reading? Yuri, well, as long as you're okay with it. Rose, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Monika. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls up to the club room. Why don't we share our opponents now? Before I know it, everyone is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their phones, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking with Sayori about with Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki, yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. Fuck you. Sayori. It's nice. I guess. Come on. I can already tell you don't like it. Sayori, well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Rose, huh? Didn't write this for anyone specifically. Sayori, maybe. It's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. We're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Rose. Well, of course I am. Sayori, good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Rose. Rose. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Sayori, huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Rose, alright. Just tell me if you need anything. Sayori, I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. Rose, if you insist. Sayori, yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Rose, Sayori? Tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Monika! Hi, Rose. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Rose, well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... I'll have to give it some more thought. Monika, okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It will also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Rose, sure. I'll let Monika take the poem. I'm holding it in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Rose. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Rose, well, I guess so. Monika, yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, Rose, well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You certainly put in a lot of effort. You must really like her. Rose, that's... Monika, it's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the cloakroom every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Rose, well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Monika, alright, I get you. Let's be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say, Rose, you say that like I'm going to hurt her. Monika, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, let's share my point with you now, alright? Alright. A lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. When all sense has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. And I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not like your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Monika, you know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. Rose, I see. I never really put much thought into it. Monika, in a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? Rose, you know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Monika, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. Rose, you mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yuri! Yay! Rose, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel emotions. I'm a little envious even. One thing I've ever came to me this naturally. Rose, Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Yuri, is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. Yuri, this feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this. Rose, I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you are so good at something, and you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Yuri, maybe. It's not like I really had a choice. Rose, what do you mean? Yuri, well, Yuri smiled sadly. Rose, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Do you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say, I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it, anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know will make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mystery of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like I know it all. Rose, people say that about you? Yuri, I'm not all-knowing, Rose. Know it all, Rose. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. Yuri, no, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Rose. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. Rose, I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if others don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I will make friends. And I will say, I had at least one success. Wouldn't you? Yuri, if you put it that way, yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Rose, do you want to show me your poem? Yuri, yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Eaten. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer. Closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arms. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing for succumbing to this forbidden motion. You ever heard of a ghost feeling warm before? Giving up on understanding and understanding? Bella, understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? Rose, no, of course not. I just don't really know why she would respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being creepy, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. Yuri, I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. Rose, that's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Rose, does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you share it with me. So, thank you. and I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge in Yuri's lips. I once again tried to hand the palm back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. Yuri, you can... The poem is... Once again, Yuri falls to form a complete sentence. Rose, you mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. Yuri, you always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Rose, yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. Yuri, I guess we should move on before Monika says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Rose, yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat, like I put her poem away. Monika, okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Natsuki, Chotto mate kudasai! Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Monika, huh? Yuri, something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when I was dressing the club. Monika, catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Natsuki, jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Yuri, ooh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Rose, in your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Yuri, it seems you're right. Monika, Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Natsuki, where the heck did she run off to anyway? Thought she just went to pee. Yuri, Natsuki, please show some decency. Natsuki, oh come on. Rose, she actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Yuri, is that so? I hope she's alright. Natsuki, honto da? Of all times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you to being all lovey-dovey. Rose, no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Yuri, oh. Rose, that curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Monika, calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier. Everything is fine. Rose, what did she say? Monika, anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. Natsuki, I already know what I'm doing. Cupcakes! Monika, that's right. Natsuki will be original. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them. In different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Natsuki. Challenge accepted. Monika. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me designing them. And as for Yuri, you can, Natsuki, Monika, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Yuri, I'm useless. Monika, no, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? He didn't like it. Monika, now Natsuki's pouting too. Rose, geez, even I couldn't tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Monika, that may be the case. But if I can't also be the leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Yuri. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Rose, your mind is already racing, I see. Monika, that's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Rose. I'm not good at anything. Let's make a hentai. I mean, whatever. Rose, the one who is truly useless. Now, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It will probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that. Rose, is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? Yuri, I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Natsuki, well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always 30 words I could give it to you. Fuck you. It's not like Monika is going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Yuri, if I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Rose may not like to be around if you only make it out to be a nuisance. So therefore, you may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Natsuki, Chotomate kudasai. I never said that, you basically did. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Rose to... Yuri, what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. Natsuki, and baking isn't? Just what do you think? Monika, guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to us to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... Natsuki, you literally just said... Yuri, I'm surprised as well. Monika, sorry. I was just saying though. Natsuki, jeez. We just settled this already? Monika, yeah. Rose, are you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Rose, of course. Natsuki, Yuri, very well. Monika, in that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going with... Yuri! I'm probably the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Natsuki, are you serious? Yeah! Get out of here! Why would you? Monika, Natsuki. I can already tell you're about to say something mean. Natsuki, no. I was just saying. Monika, so you'll be helping Yuri then, Rose? Rose, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Yuri, I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. I think your assistance will be very useful. Monika, that's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? Natsuki, I mean, yeah. I already say I will be fine. Monika, okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sore. Rose, so is that everything we need to go over? Monika, yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Yuri, well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Monika, do you feel the same way, Rose? Rose, me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it will turn out. Monika, that's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Yuri, Natsuki. Natsuki, what? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. Yuri, no, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. Yuri, I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Rose picked me. Also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. They really go with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... Natsuki, I get it. I'm kinda surprised though. Yuri, why? Natsuki, well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. Yuri, I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori will say at a time like this. But Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Natsuki, no, I can appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of it, but I'm going to say it, yes. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the event. Yuri, I believe you. Monika, yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head home. Alright, let's get out of here then. Skedaddle, skedoodle. I want to have some personal time with Yuri and my noodle. Wait, what? Sorry. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. Yuri, Rose, huh? I turn around. Yuri, sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Rose, oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Could I give you my phone number? No, you're pigeon, you moron. Yuri, I think that would be the best way, yes. Rose, alright then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers. Yuri, okay. Then, I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. I have a house? I have a house? Yeah. Rose, huh? My house? Yuri, is that a problem? Rose, no, not at all. I mean, there's a bed, and I mean... Not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Yuri, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind... What, do you have a sex dungeon in your house, Yuri? I think I would prefer going to your house. Rose, alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so... I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Rose, I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Yuri, don't underestimate yourself, Rose. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Rose, shut up! You don't actually think that, do you? Yuri, I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. Rose, you're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. Yuri, but... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tender expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You want me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Yuri, I didn't realize. Rose, I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. You wanna get in her pants, boy? Don't you lie to yourself, boy. You believe me? Yuri, Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. Yuri, I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally sensed that and relaxes her expression. Yuri, and I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Rose, yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out to the door, and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there is no telling what may end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too late for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. My dudes! Let's leave it at a cliffhanger. And that's gonna be it for today. As always, thank you very much for all those who passed by the stream and for all those who passed by the YouTube video. Remember, those in YouTube, to like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment or two, share, and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be seeing you on next Saturday for more Doki Doki, or on the next stream, which is tomorrow. We're gonna be playing Stardew Valley. We're gonna play Stardew Valley, and yeah. But as always, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. This is Rose, signing out. Bye bye, baby.